Like we said in our previous explanation, for us to solve quadratic equation, we have four methods. The first method is what we call factorization method. The second method is the completing the square method. The third method is a formula method, which is that minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. We'll get to that. And the last one is the graphical method. Now we are going to start with the factorization method. Assuming we are given this type of question, to x squared plus 7x plus 6 equals to 0, and we want to step, what are the steps you are going to take? The first step is this. We are going to identify the coefficient of a, b, and c. Now for a, what we call a is that coefficient of x squared. Your b is the coefficient of what? X, and your c is the constant. Coefficient simply means the number including the sign beside the word an alphabet, or let's use the mathematical language, beside the word a variable. Now your a here is plus 2. This is the number beside the coefficient of what? 2. This is the number, or we call it a coefficient, that is beside the variable which is having the highest power of what? 2. Since we understand that quadratic will always have the highest power of 2. Now your b is that coefficient or the number including the sign beside the x that is having only what? 1 here as the power, which is 7. And your c is a constant value. It will not have x at all, which is what? 6. Now after identifying your a, your b, and your c, the second step is what we are going to say multiply or find ca. Your c here is 6 and your a is what? 2. So everything is going to give us 12. Step 3. For the step 3, this is what you are going to do. You are going to find the multiples of 12, or factors of 12. That is the factors of the CA. So what are the factors of 12? You have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 4, you have 6, and 12 itself. Meaning that 1 times 12, it can give me 12, or will give me 12. 2 times 6 will also give me what? 12. 3 times 4 will also give me 12. These three numbers will give me 12. Now there is the rule that is very sacrosanct in solving factorization method. What is that rule? The rule says that you are going to find two numbers such that if you multiply them together, it will give us CA. Multiplication must give us CA. Addition of it must give us B. What does that mean? Out of these two numbers now that we can multiply to give us 12, we are going to pick one that will satisfy two conditions. The first condition is that when I multiply them together, it's going to give me 12, and when I add them together, it's going to give me 7. Now, if you look at this one, 1 times 12 is 12, but 1 plus 12 is going to give me 13. 2 times 6 is 12, but 2 plus 6 is going to give me 8. The third one, 3 times 4 is also 12. However, 3 plus 4 is going to give me 7. Out of this one now, you will see that it is only 3 times 4 and 3 plus 4 that is going to satisfy the two conditions. If I multiply them together, it's giving me CA. If I add them together, it's going to give me B. Mind you, if I pick 1 and 12, that is 1 times 12, 12. But 1 plus 12 is going to give me 13. So this one will not solve it. If I pick 2 times 6, which is what? 12. Yes, okay. But 2 plus 6 is what? 8, which will not solve this one. If I pick 3 times 4, which is what? 12. However, 3 plus 4 is going to give me 7. It is only this one now that satisfies the two conditions. After this, after identify that if I use 3x and 4x, it's going to give me 7x. 3x times 4x is going to give me 12x squared. So I'm going to use these two factors now to replace this 7x. Therefore, I'm going to have 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 equals to 0. Now I will now split and say 2x squared plus, I can use 3x, I can use 4x first. Let me use 3x plus 4x plus 6 equals to 0. You see that I have split this 7x into two numbers, and that's the essence of quadratic factorization method, so that you can split the b into two equal parts. Now you are not going to ask yourself, you are going to pick it like this and you're going to pick these two like this. Look at these first two numbers now. What do they have in common? They have what? X. What is remaining? If I divide x from these two numbers now, it will remain 2x. 2x times x is 2x squared. If I divide 3x divided by x, I'm going to have it will remain what? X. I have factorized this one. So 2x times x, 2x squared. 3 times x, 3x. Mind you, in factorization method, whatever you have in this first bracket is what you are going to have in this second bracket. On no condition, no matter what, this one and this one will not be the same. So already, since we have this one, now just look at what is the number that I can put here. This one is what? 2. 2 times 2, 4, and this is your x. 2 times 3, 6. It means that whatever we have used is okay. From there now, you are now going to pick this first number with this first number. So you are going to have x plus 2. Do you agree with me that there's an invisible plus here? And this one here is 2x plus 3. Everything must equals to 0. In mathematics, there is a law that said that if you said AB equals to 0, that is, if you multiply two numbers together, it's going to give you 0. It means that one of the number will be 0, meaning that if you say 5 times 0 is 0, 0 times 3 is 0, or 0 times 0 equals to 0. So if I said this one times this one now is going to give me 0, meaning that either this one is 0 or this one is 0 or the 2 is 0. It is this law now that will help us to say, okay, x plus 2 equals to 0 or 2x plus 3 equals to 0. If you reach this junction now, you don't need to disturb yourself. If this sign is positive, just turn it to the other side and it becomes negative. Then it becomes x minus 2. Or you have 2x equals to minus 3. I'm taking this plus 3 to the other side. Therefore, my x equals to minus 3 over 2. Thank you.